A very good afternoon to you all, and welcome from me, Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma, to Lunchtime News here on UBC TV this Tuesday, the first day of October 2024. We are coming to you live online and on air from Broadcast House here on Nile Avenue. Now, President Yoweri Museveni has emphasized the need to identify Africa's real problems for proportional solutions. The President was presiding over the opening ceremony of the Southern and East African Chief Justices Conference that was hosted in Uganda this afternoon. Take a watch.
The level of science and technology, the level of managerial skills of the society, plus the system of producing wealth, whether it is capitalist or socialist or feudal, is what creates the economic base of the system. Creates the economic base. Now, over that economic base, there is a superstructure. Now, the superstructure is the politics, the culture, the legal systems. Those are always the superstructure, the upper structures of the base. The base is the technology and the economic system of that society. So I think if we could be clear on it, I have been involved in these issues for more than 60 years, since 1960, as a young student, and I could see, even by 1965, I could see that this was part of the problem. To have a clear understanding of the philosophy, of the ideology, of the strategy. It is like medicine. It is like medicine. When you go to a doctor, for him to help you, he must correctly diagnose your sickness. If the diagnosis is wrong, you will not be cured. And this is part of the crisis you are seeing in different situations in Africa. The diagnosis was wrong. Philosophical mistakes, ideological mistakes, strategic mistakes. If, for instance, which was our problem here, where our leaders were saying what is crucial, and the CJ here referred to it, CJ Owinyi-Doro, what is crucial for politics? Is it identity or is it interest? Now, our people at that time, at independence and before, and even before the Europeans came, our leaders were emphasizing the issue of identity. Identity of tribe. Then later on they added identity of religion. Then also they added what CJ talked about, to gender chauvinism, looking down upon women. And that's how they were judging things. So much so that in the Parliament of 1962, there was no elected woman, not a single one. Later on, they nominated 3 women were nominated. So, and yet women were more than 50% of the population. So, therefore, but when we came, we said no. Our student movement said no. What you are doing is pseudo, is fake medicine. Your diagnosis is fake. What I need is prosperity for my family. Me as an individual, my neighbors, our company, our cooperative, we need prosperity. And if we need prosperity, where does prosperity come from? So we said, like me, I am a cattleman in my area there. So I produce milk, I produce beef, I produce bananas, but members of my tribe don't buy my milk. They don't buy my beef. They don't buy my bananas because they also have the same. So we speak the same dialect. When we meet in the morning, Agandi, we greet. But Agandi is not solving my problem. I need money to build a better house.
President Yoweri Museveni there officially opening the Chief Justice Conference. Meanwhile, President Yoweri Museveni, together with the First Lady, Janet Kataha Museveni, officiated a brief retirement ceremony for Deputy Head of Public Service, Deborah Katuramu, during the cabinet meeting at State House in Entebbe, an occasion that marked Katuramu's final attendance of cabinet. President Museveni commended her for her exemplary and corruption-free record of service in government, presenting her with a presidential award as a token of appreciation. With a remarkable tenure spanning 49 years, Katuramu served as a senior civil servant, most recently as Deputy Head of Public Service and Deputy Secretary to Cabinet. Vice President, Her Excellency Jessica Alupo, praised Katuramu's efficiency and availability. She acknowledged Katuramu's role in mentoring many future leaders. Lucy Nachiawe, the Head of Public Service and Secretary to Cabinet, expressed appreciation for Katuramu's dedicated service, which began in 1975 as a personnel officer and culminated in her current role. Reflecting on her career, Ms. Katuramu expressed gratitude for the opportunities to serve in various capacities, including local government, culture and community development, and the office of the President. She emphasized the rewards of her journey and acknowledged the significant support from Nachiawe in preparing cabinet papers and minutes. As she steps into retirement, Katuramu leaves behind a legacy of excellence and a profound impact on public service in Uganda. Moving on now, UNICEF, together with World Health Organization, have launched their eco-friendly residence as a testament to achieving their humanitarian and climate change objectives in Mbuya, Kampala. Delivering President Museveni's remarks was a State Minister for Regional Affairs at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, John Mulimba, who noted that the joint office will serve as a hub for collaboration.
The establishment of this joint office marks a significant milestone in our ongoing efforts to create a healthier, more resilient environment for all Ugandans, particularly our most vulnerable population. The launch has come at a crucial moment when government is consolidating the achievement of the NDP 3 into the forthcoming NDP 4.
This isn't just a place for us to work. It's a statement of our values. This climate-smart building reflects our commitment to today's children and future generations. It's a physical reminder that we care about the world they will inherit from us.
Also see this new office as a great opportunity for us to save resources and boost cooperation between the two agencies. We are grateful. We know the world is going to continue to benefit from UNICEF programs. We know the world is going to continue to benefit from World Food programs, because when we have have these premises in place now, work gets a bit easier.
So on the 30th of September.
Now, the Ministry of Health, in partnership with Joint Medical Stores, has launched an integrated online system to streamline the ordering process for drugs and medical commodities for healthcare facilities to replace the manual process of filling papers, thereby reducing delays and inefficiencies. According to Bildad Baguma, Executive Director of Joint Medical Stores, the system will address delays in medical delivery, poor planning and inadequate monitoring of health facilities. Healthcare workers can access the service by simply filling in their details online. Now, this development is a significant step towards improving the health sector in Uganda, hence ensuring timely access to essential medical supplies.
Yeah, especially when the people is being touched. Yes.
What this system is doing now is to change all that manual process into an online system, and by so doing help to save time of the health facilities, because they can make their orders more accurately, faster, they can get to us faster, and we can send it to them also quickly. But at the same time, this system also helps us to quantify, to plan properly and know which items they need.
The ordering system has definitely got many advantages. One of them definitely is the aspect of it is going to streamline the ordering systems. And it's a shift from the manual system to a digital system. And from here you can be able to track which facilities have ordered, which ones have ordered, and what quantities have been able to go that. But also at the same time, their orders are based on the stocks which are available at the facilities. And when they do that, then to avoid overstocking of commodities, and also commodities risking expiring. It also improves on aspect of accountability, because
portal is going to assist, because we've been experiencing stockouts and even over-ordering and even expiry of commodities in some health facilities. So we worked jointly with other partners and the Ministry of Health and Joint Medical Stores to try and to see how to address this challenge. So we came up with this digital platform, because it is going to assist in tracking or even monitoring which commodities have gone to which facilities.
Go there, you fill in, already the system will have what you ordered last time and what you have dispensed, so it will be able to show you what is remaining. And then you fill in what you need, and the difference between what you need and what you have will be your order. So
the grand picture, which will go down in history as the day we launched the GMS integrated.
Let's go to Birizi district now, where Lions Club of Kampala Central, in collaboration with Rural Initiatives for Poverty Alleviation and Lions Club of Bushenyi, has constructed and handed over a new home to one Florence Nalima, a single mother of 5. Nalima's previous house was destroyed by severe storms in Rubirizi district, leaving her and her children without shelter.
In September 2023, a devastating thunderstorm struck Rubirizi, leaving Florence Nalima, a single mother of 5, homeless after her house was completely destroyed. In response to her urgent need, Lion Tumusime Vincent from the Lions Club of Kampala Central, along with Lion Rosebell from the Bushenyi Club, quickly mobilized support to rebuild her home. With the assistance of Rural Initiatives for Poverty Alleviation, they not only provided Florence with a safe place to live, but also furnished her new home with essential items, including a 5-seater sofa, mattresses, blankets, clothing, and kitchenware. The handover ceremony was attended by members from both Lions Clubs and Rural Initiatives for Poverty Alleviation, all united in their mission to restore hope for Florence and her family. The event began with a mass, underscoring the communal spirit that characterizes Lions Clubs International.
Obundo by'omwaka manyangwa ine cyari kubasa kuhereza mugenzi we abine bingi bakabaganisiza abandi mukama ntubasa kutura kurungi kandi nyensya oyongere kutereza.
Tumusime Vincent, the Director of Economic Monitoring in the Office of the President, highlighted the importance of ongoing support for those in need. This initiative exemplifies the Lions' unwavering commitment to community service and the profound impact of collective action. Sudat Kaye, UBC News.
Now, the youth have been called upon to embrace unity as a key factor in fighting poverty, ignorance, and poor health. This was a message by Pastor Mbabazi Robert, a presidential advisor on poverty alleviation, during the graduation ceremony for ICT students sponsored by Team Thara Yoweri Kaguta Museveni. He reiterated their mission to uplift Ugandan communities through education, leadership, and collective action.
40 youths received certificates on completion of an ICT course at Makerere University as an empowerment tool to fight poverty. Pastor Mbabazi Robert has commended the training and appealed to the youth to embrace such opportunities.
In different issues. On the side of education, we are still mobilizing people from different areas and also to request our leaders, especially government officials, to extend this project of ICT, which is part of NRM's program to fight poverty, to create job, and we shall keep encouraging people, we shall keep requesting leaders to coordinate with community families so that ICT can extend to other areas.
Youth representatives have applauded the NRM and YKM Team Thara for the endeavors to empower the youth from disadvantaged backgrounds through different programs.
We thank you, our President, His Excellency Yoweri Kaguta Museveni, for this support of our youth. Our parents have no money, so most of those children, students, they remain, after senior four, they drop out, they go for those marriages which are not proper. But now, when they take that opportunity in the village, those girls who have lost hope.
Dr. Kendi Fred, a lecturer at Makerere University, has asked government for more equipment to support ICT training programs for youth.
Students from the community who are interested, but the challenge is that they don't have the means to pay, and yet we charge very little money to do these courses, around 100,000. But still we encourage them to pay in installment. And maybe the other challenge we face, that's why I appealed to Pastor Robert Mbabazi, the Senior Presidential Advisor. If possible, we can find a way of getting us more computers to accommodate more learners who are interested in learning these computer skills.
Navasa Vaira, UBC News.
News at this hour will be taking a very short break, but we'll be returning with the latest in business. To stay with us.
Uganda fire! Endiva fire! Our border fire! Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! As Uganda Crane showed Congo, why nobody is called a Katino? Mayuwa wa mubiri Gabuli Joe! Katika Uganda Crane 6 on South Sudan on the 11th of October. Bring more fire and support even harder at Nambole. Dial star 165*20# or go to buy ticket on the Momo app to get your discounted ordinary ticket at 20k on Momo. And it comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Cash is 25k. Game starts at 7 p.m. The first 2 Nel special beers go for 1k each when you buy with Momo at MTN Gavut Day. Uganda Cranes Fire! MTN Fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, truly unstoppable.
Indomie Instant Noodles is available in 3 flavors of chicken, beef, and vegetable. Buy your Indomie Instant Noodles in supermarkets and dukas near you anywhere across Uganda. Indomie Instant Noodles, Uganda's best loved noodles.
Uganda fire! Endima fire! Our border fire! Uganda! Thank you for showing your fire! As Uganda Crane showed Congo, why number is called a Katiro? Mayuwa wa mubiri Gamuri Joe! Katika Uganda Crane 6 on South Sudan on the 11th of October. Bring more fire and support even had that number. Dial *165*20# or go to buy ticket on the Momo app to get your discounted ordinary ticket at 20k on Momo. And it comes with a free train ride to Nambole. Cash is 25k. Game starts at 7 p.m. The first 2 Nel special beers go for 1k each when you buy with Momo at MTN Gavut Day. Uganda Cranes Fire! MTN Fire! Proudly brought to you by MTN, the #1 supporter of Uganda's football. Together, truly unstoppable.
Welcome back from that break, and this is Lunchtime News here on UBC TV. A warm welcome to those of you just joining us. I am Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. Let's have a look now at the latest in business. Uganda Wildlife Authority has launched the Open Park Day initiative that aims to offer all Ugandans a chance to visit some of the country's iconic national parks and game reserves without paying entrance fee, and this will be for 2 days. Now, the Open Day initiative was announced by Stephen Masaba, the OA Director, Tourism and Business Development at OA head offices in Kamocha. He also noted that the initiative, set to take place on October 17th to 18th, 2024, is in a bid to embrace domestic tourism, which is critical in Uganda's economic recovery posed by COVID-19 pandemic.
Awareness about the tourism activities and products in the national parks, and it's also supposed to enable people who have not been to the protected areas to go and enjoy, and so that in the future, once they get time and money, they can now come and visit either as families or corporates. So this time round, it's a sample. We wanted to see what it is, but as we go towards Christmas, you can come in a bigger and a better way. This campaign may be repeated in different forms. We don't have to have Park Open Day. We may have a Forest Day. We may have a Chimpanzee Day, etc. But for now, we're opening the parks for free. You just come with your car, you enter, and then you can pick a guide if you want to learn more. We won't charge you for doing every drives. We won't charge you for seeing.
And this time around, they are not only doing awareness, but they're also creating some sampling, allowing people to get an experience of what happens in the park, in the hope that if they like it and believe they will, they can be able to share it with their networks, share it with their friends, and that's going to stimulate a new stream of clients. Now, of course, when there's a new stream of clients, for us as an industry, as a private sector, we believe that stimulates spending, both in terms of accommodation, in terms of expenditure on on leisure, on food, on drinks, and that is good news for the industry. And of course, as we are already aware, our sector has been recovering. We recovered about 83% of the pre-COVID figures. We believe with initiatives like this and many other initiatives which are being championed both from the private sector and the public sector, we can be able to quickly regain our pre-COVID numbers and get back on track with our, with our national agenda.
And our responsibility is to try to engage people on the sustainability part. For example, that people should carry their nature bottles with them and not small plastic bottles, that they should engage with the local communities so that they earn something out of this too. And especially the education part. Many people have never been to the Uganda National Parks, so it's very important that they see what UA has to offer. And otherwise, I'm also here on part of the expatriate groups, the foreign residents. So we will also try to engage them more that they visit the national parks, so we all come together, Ugandans and foreign residents.
A great initiative there by OA to enable Ugandans visit these iconic national parks and game reserves. Now, parents and leaders in Mukono have launched a fundraising campaign to collect 700 million shillings for a new classroom block to curb overcrowding at St. Peter's Church of Uganda Primary School, Nantabulirwa. According to Florence Nabasumba, the head teacher, the class accommodates over 100 pupils, which is beyond the standards of operation.
All the donors, the well-wishers, the parents, all factories in the industrial park to come and rescue because the population is too high. It's unbearable. A class has 130, 140, 150. That is too much in one street. So we call upon you all well-wishers to come and help us.
Today we are here at St. Peter's Church of Uganda Primary School. This school is found in Nammavedia, in the Nantabulirwa ward in Goma Division in Mukono, and we have come here for a fundraising event to raise money for a historic building that is intended to accommodate the big number of children that have come to the school because of the developments, the industrial park and all that. Currently, we have an enrollment of over 1,000 pupils in this school, but the buildings that we have cannot accommodate them anymore. So the head teacher, Madam Florence Nabasumba, has spearheaded this project of coming up with a storage building that will accommodate the raising number of pupils.
Kati bwateekako kalina olaba twasambula upwards twetegeeza agenda ku minimizing space naye ng'ate akoze ekintu ky'amakulu nga tugenda okusomesa abaana bangi.
Moving further afield, we go to the U.S., where Washington is trying to keep a Mid-East war from snowballing after a dramatic weekend in Lebanon. But regional powers are expressing concerns as Israel's leadership seems determined to continue. From the White House, President Joe Biden has called for a ceasefire.
To happen next.
I'm more aware than you might know, and I'm comfortable with them stopping. We should have a ceasefire now.
But the question is how? How is Washington, Israel's main weapons supplier, going to pull the plug on this violence? VOA asked the White House.
Our policy has not changed. It just hasn't. It has not changed.
Lebanon's leaders say they have no faith in Israel's intentions.
The government is doing everything in its power to confront this destructive, hateful war that Israel is waging against us. And we went to the United Nations looking for a solution. And we met with world leaders, but the enemy went with the intention of treachery and planning more massacres.
And Israel's leader indicated Monday that he is digging in for a fight.
We are at war for our very existence. We will join forces, go hand in hand, and defeat our enemies.
Meanwhile, Washington is joined by other powers in begging for this to stop.
There is still hope, but time is short. I therefore urge Israel to refrain from any ground incursions and to a ceasefire. I call on Hezbollah to do the same, and to refrain from any action likely to lead to regional destabilization.
Analysts say Biden and allies have given Netanyahu options to stop the violence by pushing for a 21-day ceasefire in Lebanon and a deal to free hostages held by Hamas in Gaza as a step toward ending that conflict.
Unfortunately, I would say that the
32 minutes after 1, and we cannot go beyond this hour. Thank you so much for having kept us company. My name is Rukidi Edward Kijanangoma. I wish you a blessed afternoon.
He has pushed Benjamin Netanyahu is
UBC